Hi, Fishbowl Radio Network host and crew. Here's another Fishbowl Radio programming tip. All right, I'm going to give you some things to avoid on your show. 1, avoid turning on that mic and not being prepared. If you're not sure about what you're going to say when you turn on the mic and how you're going to say it, how long you're going to talk for, knowing how you're going to start and how you're going to finish, then play a song until you do, or play something else until you do. You need to be prepared so that you can sound as professional as possible. I'm not talking about writing a script down word for word, but you should have an outline. You should know exactly what you're going to say, how you're going to say it, where you're going when you turn on that microphone. Number 2, if you're not funny, don't try to be funny. Feeble attempts at humor always fail in radio. So if you want to try something out that you think is funny, the rule of thumb in radio is, if in doubt, don't. Test it out on some people, some friends, family, before to see if it really is funny or not. Someone who will be honest with you before you put it out there on the air as part of your show. Number 3, don't be talking about anything, or don't put anything on your show, not even a commercial or a promo or a guest or content or a song, anything on your show that is not relating to your target audience. And if you don't know who your target audience is, you need to find out. And if you need help finding out, please contact me and I'll help you find out. I can tell by listening to your show what kind of music you play, who your target demographic is. Once you define who your target demographic is, then it's easy to prep your show, because everything that you have in that show has to be relatable to that target audience. So you need to know who your target audience is, and then everything you put out on the air in that show has to be relatable to that target audience. Next, when you're on the air, especially if you're in a team show, if you all are all talking amongst yourselves and making the listener feel like they're not a part of that discussion, it's very uncomfortable for the listener and they're just going to check out. So make sure that you keep people included. Inclusiveness, all right? Remember, in radio, you're there to entertain, inform, and interact with. And if you leave them out in some way, or they're feeling like it's just like this conversation with you guys, or you're talking about something that they don't even know about, then you've lost them. Again, because it's not relatable to them. Also, if you're very lengthy, a program director once taught me that it's not about how long you talk, it's about what you say when you talk. So you can go on and on for hours if it's entertaining, informative, and active. But if it's not engaging or informative, people are going to check out. So make sure you get to the point, say what you have to say. I'm not saying you have to always be short-winded, but for instance, in talk shows where you do a lot of talking, where that's all you do is talk, make sure that you are being engaging and make sure that you have vocal variety and range. Make sure you do different segments. You got to keep the listener engaged with different tactics. If you're just talking and rambling, they're going to check out. Another thing you want to avoid is redundancy. When we ramble, we tend to repeat ourselves and say the same things over and over again. Say what you have to say and move on to the next thing. Some of the things you need to strive for on your show are originality, imagination, and thinking about what you're going to say when you turn on that mic. Having a thought, having a direction. That way you sound confident and you sound professional. Second thing, you truly got to sell your music, your talk format, your network, Fishbowl Radio Network, the name of your show, your name, and the brand. And you make sure that when you go in there to do that show each week, you keep that at the top of your mind. Your intent is to always be selling your network, your show, you as a personality, and whatever it is you're delivering, whether it's sports or health or a particular genre of music. That's what you've got to do. Next, you always have to try to deliver things in different ways. If you're always monotone, it's going to get boring for you and it's going to get boring for the listener. So figure out creative ways on how to continue to entertain your audience, whether you're a talk show or a music-intensive show. It doesn't matter. You should always be coming up with creative and fresh ways each week to keep your listener engaged. Don't be doing the same thing week after week after week. that's taking all the fun out of this whole process of radio, which is programming and developing and creating and having fun with your show. And last but not least, which to me is probably one of the most important things, is people can hear your smile. So smile when you turn on that mic. They can hear you. They can feel your energy and enthusiasm and excitement for your show, for your network, for your content. And if you don't have passion for it and sell it through your voice, then they're not going to feel that excitement. Excitement is contagious. So if they feel it, they're going to want to be a part of it. Hope that helps. Have a great show this week.